Hi, and welcome aboard another CountyComm video. Today we're going to be talking about Maratac Watch Straps. The Maratac company's been around for quite a few years, but only ventured into watch straps about 3 years ago. And over at CountyComm.com, we're pleased to stock about 99% of the straps. We don't stock every single one that Maratac makes, but we come really close. So let's start talking about watch straps. Starts out their watch band product line starts out with probably the most simple, which is a mill series band. The reason they call it a mill series is because they just received a government contract not long ago. It's a very simple, thin nylon band, black passivated stainless steel buckle, and this design has actually been around since World War II. The specs are pretty rugged on it, though. They require this to be heat sealed. The specs are about 8 pages, but these are the straps. Very simple. Here's the little thing that catches some people is, hey, it's a one-piece watch strap. How do I wear it? What's the deal? Well, what happens is it weaves in between the bar, the spring bar right here, and the case of the watch, and it's worn that way. What are the advantages? Well, advantages, it's real easy to change a band on these watches. The other advantage, and that's the more important one, is should one of these spring bars or pins fail, your watch will still be secured by one bar. It may flop, but it's at least secured by one bar, and you have not lost your watch. So that's what that's the number one advantage of a one-piece strap. That's why the military uses them. This is a Marathon Navigator. This is a Navigator with date that is being the model. All watch straps are measured in millimeters. It's a Swiss industry, so they chose that it's millimeters. All the watch manufacturers, they measure the distance between the lugs in millimeters, and that's how you determine what the correct size to get is. This is, as I said, the Marathon Navigator is 20 millimeters. So this is a 20 millimeter strap. This is a 20 millimeter mill series strap. In fact, when you buy this watch, you get this strap in the color black. Black doesn't photograph nearly as well as the green, so that's why we've got the green out here today. Let's talk about the next one up. Is called a mill Nato. Very similar in construction. Actually, no, it's not similar in construction. This one is stitched, but the material is very similar. And you see these extra flaps and all this crazy stuff. What's this all about? So that's the big purpose of this video here. This little extra bar stops your watch from sliding. I personally believe it's overkill and not necessary, but who am I to argue? So all you do is you just slide your watch on there. 12 o'clock goes up towards the buckle. So there's the buckle, there's 12 o'clock. So that's the correct way to put it on. And then this slides on like that. There we go. So it's just like we did before, but I still have this. What's this extra flap we do in here? Well, the end goes through that, and that goes just like that. So I've got buckles on each side. What that does is prevents the watch from sliding up or down. I've never seen a watch do that, but that's what it prevents. NATO's been using this style strap for years and years. Marathon's had it very recently. So as with all new straps, takes a little bit to get it on. Stainless steel hardware, stainless steel buckle on this, and we slide that through here. Oh shoot, it automatically fed through there, which is very unusual. But what I do is when I put on the watch, I slide it through these two keepers just like that, and then the tail goes back on itself. And what'll happen with time is that'll just go down real it learns to stay down. It develops a memory and stays down. But that's it. It's a very secure watch strap, very comfortable. Just a little extra hardware, which either you like or you don't. But so there is the mill Nato. I'm going to take that off here, and let's talk about. Here we're going to take it off so you can also get an idea. That little strap comes off. and then it just slides right off. Just like that. No problem. Piece of cake. Let's talk about it's called a Maratac Zulu or Maratac Extreme. Probably one of the most, now we go into really robust series watch straps. Black with stainless steel hardware, 2 rings. That's considered the most popular. I'm going to show it to you in orange because it photographs so much better. If you have a job where you need orange, again, what you do is you feed the end of the band into the 12 o'clock side of the lugs, just like that, and then out it comes through the 6. So there it is. Hopefully, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to do these videos, looking through the viewfinder, and gosh, it's a tough thing. So I hope you appreciate them. And then, just like any other watch, worn there, and I usually center it a little more, but because we're running low on time, we're not going to do that. And I've got a little tail sticking out. What do I do with that tail? Run it through both rings. So just like that, and I'm going to try to get you a good picture here. And then I take that tail and run it back through the D-rings, just like that. And very, very secure. Pin fails, no problem. It's a one-piece band. It's not going anywhere. If this little tongue fails, no problem. I've got backup here. So that's what that's all about. This style is called a Zulu Maratac. It's a model Zulu. You'll see a lot of people copy the name. Now, Maratac owns the name Zulu. So it's a Maratac Zulu, and then it's often called an Extreme, just because it is the, real rugged and extreme. Moving over to our last thing. Hey, it looks the same, but 4 rings. What's that all about? That is just like our mill Nato, and in fact, it's worn exactly the same way. You'll also notice this is 17 inches long. Why is it 17 inches long? Because it is intended to be worn over dry suits. Lately, we found out that a lot of hazmat folks are wearing them over their space suits. That's fine too. It's a nice tight fit here. Okay, so there we are. Just like the mill Nato series, in it goes through those 2 rings. And what does it do? Whoops. Ooh. Gives you a big long yo-yo. No, that's not what it does. There it is, and it will not slide back and forth. I personally wear a 2-ring. I don't have problems with it sliding, but there it is. In fact, this thing is so long. Other thing is, if you're not a big diver, but you're a big guy, this band is also a good band because it'll even fit a scrawny guy or semi-scrawny guy like me with a whole lot of tail. So if you have a big wrist, you can cut it down to length, and that's real popular. Okay, I've got these 2 rings here. What do we do with those? Just like we did with the mill Nato, through those, boom, and back. Now, if I were wearing a big spacesuit or a dry suit, wetsuits are pretty thin, but dry suits are pretty big. If I was wearing a dry suit, it would be much bigger, and I wouldn't have so much tail. But if I were a big guy, what you can do, just cut that and heat seal it with a lighter, and you'll be good to go. Well, we're coming in just on time on this video. I hope that gave you an opportunity to look at the Zulu watches, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video. And if you have any questions, problems, let us know, because that's what we're here for. Thank you so much for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video. And take a look at over on the right. We'll have links to all of these watch straps for you. Thanks a lot. Take care.